I'm a little disappointed,
We all
producer
are.
Chris, in your massive Scotch collection behind you that you can't even drink anymore.
That's not even all of it.
Yeah, I'm disappointed.
I drink it,
Yeah,
just not as
well,
much.
Well,
I don't drink beer as much, or if at all.
drink beer.
He
don't like the beer,
Doesn't enjoy beer.
Am I
The
echoing?
hops, the water, the malt.
The yeast.
Yes. He likes,
know what else is in
he likes that peaty liquid in his. Wait, that
Peaty
sounds very
liquid.
weird.
Ew.
Do you know what peat is?
P. Diddy liquid?
Peat is a type of moss, and it's often used to char the barrels that the Scotch is made in.
How you know so much about alcohol?
Because the first step is admitting you have a problem.
Live on air, folks.
I mean,
Live on
I've
air.
always.
We're having an intervention with the Philippines.
My
Tony's
whole
holding
thing-
his own intervention.
Is alcoholism really a problem if you can still afford it? Wait, what?
What? Yes? I mean, is sex addiction really a problem if you can still pay for hookers?
Depends on what state you live in.
That's true.
Oh. Oh.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Hello, Christopher.
Holler.
That is producer Chris in the little booth there,
Destroyer of
who has
hooches.
officially lost, we'll round up, 50 pounds.
Yeah.
That is talent Tyler over there,
That's me.
who has officially lost.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Gain
That
back. Don't even worry
liposuction kit
about
on
it.
Amazon was just worth every penny.
The Amazon
That
lipo
probably does
kit.
exist somewhere.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna look that up.
Oh, no.
The infections suck, you know, and
Yeah.
it smells like lead. If that's a thing. Nice
Are you
sweet.
tasting
Ooh,
copper?
I want to tell you a funny story. So the other night, Alyssa, Wendy's daughter, who was on the show once before,
She loves the cunt word.
she came into the bedroom before we went to bed, and she's like, "Mom, I can't sleep. I need something to help me sleep."
Ooh, $350 on Amazon. You can get your own liposuction kit.
Shut up.
$612 if you want the good one.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
that's
But
not
anyways,
real.
so she
No
comes
way.
in, she's like, "Mom,
I'll send you the links, my dude.
we're out of melatonin. Is there something you can give me to help me sleep?" Now she's 13, so no, we're not going to give her a fucking sleeping pill, right? So Wendy's like, "Oh yeah, sure," and she gives her an amoxicillin
Oh my god.
and doesn't tell her that it's not a sleeping pill. I was crying, laughing as we fell asleep. It was
Ooh,
pretty
I can
funny.
pay $58 a
This
month.
episode is sponsored by CPS.
Is that a firm? You can pay $58.
No,
a
to
month?
pay off my liposuction machine.
Nice.
It slims as I sleep.
Oh, that's
I bet it's
frightening.
whisper quiet too. Look at this lady enjoying it.
Headphone warning. Oh my god. That's so weird. Can it be delivered in 2 hours?
She's enjoying it on the job.
Is it Prime now?
I
Who
think.
wouldn't?
Let me see. Yeah, I can get it May 3rd through the 6th.
That's hilarious.
Let me check the more expensive one.
Hey guys, so guess what Sunday was?
Body sculpting machine.
Fun day?
Sunday was
Sunday,
Oscar
Monday.
Sunday.
Yeah, nobody tuned in because
So I was a little disappointed with the broadcast itself.
the lack of clips.
It was
We can see awkward reaction shots of famous people that don't know they're being filmed.
yes, that
Damn, this thing
Glenn
is
Close
legit.
shaking her ass.
That I couldn't tell if that was scripted
Oh,
because
it was
so
100%
cringe.
scripted, and it was super cringe.
Duh, but
DJ Questlove DJing it and throwing the commercial. It was weird. It felt like, and I hate to say this out loud, and I'll probably regret it later,
it's okay.
but it felt like the Oscars So White got flipped,
Oscar's so woke.
and it was like every entertainer of color that you could have ran the show.
It's like when you have one black friend, so you invite all of his friends
But
to the
it was
party.
directed by the whitest director of all directors,
You looked this up?
Steven Soderbergh.
He directed the Oscars?
Yeah, he directed the Oscars.
It was very disappointing.
And so it almost felt you're better with words than I am.
Yes.
Condescending, I guess.
virtue signaling?
Yes,
Like those
yes.
Verizon commercials that are like, here's all these people that are
Yes, and
oppressed.
there's-
Buy our
yes.
fucking phone.
Yes. if the broadcast very much felt like a virtue
Agreed.
signaling. Yeah.
Look how woke we are.
And Lil Rel he is not a good host at all.
There was
man.
a host.
Lil Rel was hosted the pre-show and then was the.
Oh, I
he's the
didn't
guy
watch any
did
of that
the-
shit.
the
Sorry.
trivia. Anyways, I don't know. It was awkward. It felt very awkward.
I missed the monologue. Was it Regina King?
Yes, now that was
it
amazing.
good?
Yeah,
Damn,
it
I
was
missed it.
fantastic.
Should have watched that.
She did a good walk and talk.
Wow.
Yeah, like she started on the blue carpet and then walked into
Was
the
it
auditorium. The beginning of the walk and talk was scripted through possibly, but then when she got on stage, she kind of threw the script out and just kind of.
I respect that.
Yeah, it was.
I
and
mean,
it
they were
was really
filming
good.
live from the Hotel Marriott.
There were a couple. Wasn't it from the Academy Museum? Isn't that where the
I heard it was a subway station and a bunch of other wacky
that
things,
makes
but it
sense.
looked like
Yeah.
a hotel.
and the train the 10 o'clock that rolled through was really loud. I didn't know. You hear the guy in the background. 10 o'clock. That was my subway
That
announcement.
was a good bit.
Thank
Pretty
you.
bad.
Better than any of the bits at the show.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't take much. So yes, Regina's monologue at the beginning was excellent.
She directed a car commercial.
Yes, she did.
Starring herself.
And she's the voice of Cadillac now. There were some really good speeches, but then there were also some
You're right.
River Phoenix. Joaquin Phoenix.
Why does he
sounded like
bother?
he was actually sober. Yeah,
They pay
right?
him for
Why
this?
does
Like he
bother?
clearly never wants to be there.
Well,
You're not
he won
accepted
the
anything.
award, so he has to come in and
He does not.
announce
He doesn't have to do shit
for the opposite one. And well, he didn't talk about how milking cows was
Yeah.
cow rape. So
Oh, my girlfriend who has a master's in animal
have a
science.
girlfriend?
I know. She educated me on why
does
he's
she
full of
officially
shit.
have a master's in animal science?
She passed her defense and she was granted one. She just got to graduate.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Is she a master debater?
She told me to call her master. And then she showed me all 50 Shades movies. So I don't know what to do with that.
All three of what?
Have you seen them all?
No, I saw the first one and then was like,
They
nope,
get
I'm good.
wacky.
Yeah. Did you really watch the 50 Shades movies?
It feels like something like Twilight. It feels like something I should have an opinion on. Again, really bizarre.
I mean, but Twilight
mainstream.
didn't feel that way until your girlfriend made you watch them.
Correct, because I never had an excuse to sit through this shit before.
Oh, that's funny.
Like the Fast and the Furious, I had no excuse until you and I are going to start watching them again.
Yeah, right?
They steal DVD players in the first one.
I like it, Chris.
That mini's coming soon. What am I looking at?
This is so
Something new.
producer Chris is starting
Rebranding.
making some adjustments and rebranding his existing coffee company.
Sumatra manhandling.
And it looks like he just sent us some of the label artwork, and
Yeah.
it's fucking fantastic. I love that blue, by the way.
We went super basic on the logo. It'll be fun, and we'll announce it here in like a week or so.
That's
Really?
fantastic. Congratulations.
I like that beat.
Actually, we can go ahead and say it on here because by the time this episode airs,
Well, I
it will
said
be
it
out
last
there.
week, but it won't be out for another week or so.
Yeah, next week we go live with Coffee Dudes.
Perfect.
Cars and Coffee is dead. Long live Cars and Coffee.
CoffeeDudesCoffee.com.
Because now if someone steals this name,
Yeah, I
I'm
will
going to start
fucking
burning
cut 'em.
buildings.
That's funny. Oh, you want to hear a funny story really quickly, and then we can get into the Oscar
What a
show?
story, Mark.
So,
Vert different.
the kids, my son and Wendy's children, are a part of a Discord server where they can like chat and stuff during games.
Yeah.
And so, in order to kind of moderate their activity, I joined the Discord server. Well, today, one of their friends posted a meme, and it was a meme about Arby's with the Irma Gerd girl. And I looked closely, and I was like, that roast beef sandwich looks a little weird. Well, it turns out it was a sideways vagina. And the kid thought he was just posting an Irma Gerd meme. And
got
I was
your
like,
meats.
yeah, that is definitely not a roast beef sandwich. Because
No, I got it.
Okay, just making sure. You
Please
looked
draw me a
confused.
diagram.
No, I'm good.
This is an educational episode
Yes.
for all our listeners in the Philippines.
Still might require Arby sauce, though.
We'll be sending diagrams in the mail.
A little better than horsey, that's for sure.
Oh, God.
We'll call it Ride Your Horsey sauce.
That's not
Jesus.
horsey sauce.
All right, so I tried to do a little research for some movie news, and I got to be honest with you, there is not much out there.
Oh,
right
yeah?
now.
Did
Yeah.
you get anything?
Not a lot at all. So
Weird.
I think we just kind of move into the Oscar discussion.
Okay.
There were definitely some controversies.
You're right. We'll get into that. We'll go in order.
Yeah, we'll start from the bottom and go to the top.
We're starting at the bottom.
Yes, because the
Take us
list
away.
starts with Best Picture, and I kind of want to.
Oh, well, that's not quite the bottom, is it?
No.
Let's talk. Wait, you just want to start with that?
No, you feel free, lead in.
Okay. So, since 1940, the Oscars have always ended with Best Picture, right?
yeah.
Now, we start.
Oh, you're digging right into the
we start to
controversy.
the last bit of the Oscars with the In Memoriam, which
Oddly paced.
just it's rapid fire like a speed round, right?
Well, it was crazy because the pace changed in time with the music, which felt really weird.
They always kind of do
It was
that.
a weird, but this is a weird,
Yeah, like you didn't even have time to read
off-putting
names about halfway
choice.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You blink and you miss Jerry Stiller, so it's like, what the fuck?
Seriously?
Yeah, they didn't even
Oh.
include Jessica Walters from Arrested Development.
Yeah.
Well, that was. I mean, yeah, not last minute enough.
But somebody's
that it wasn't
accountant got to
possible.
be on there, so that's
Yeah.
nice.
Well, the McCrary woman who just passed away 2 weeks ago was included in it.
that's so weird.
yeah.
Well, anyways, it ends with a big old picture of Chadwick Boseman, and
Which
then
is great. I mean,
It is,
The
it
guy
is.
was an amazing actor.
It is,
In his
for sure.
short-lived career, he did some amazing work,
But it
including
wasn't-
Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
right, but it wasn't long enough to really merit any kind of emotion, so
Yeah.
it goes straight into Best Picture, and I'm like, well, they've never done this early, so I assume they're going to end with Best Actor and do kind of a tribute.
Didn't they do Best Actress, Best Picture, Best Actor?
No, they did Best Picture, Best Actress, Best Actor.
See, I thought that they did Best Actress, then Best Picture, and that's why everyone was pissed because they were like,
No.
"Ooh,
no.
you got to keep the people around for Best
Well,
Actor."
the point is they did Best Actor last, which you would assume is they're going to do Chadwick then.
Right.
You're going to let his wife talk
Let his
again
wife
like she
talk.
did at the Golden
Who
Globes.
who did an amazing job at the Globes. I mean, her speech
Correct.
was extremely
Heart-wrenching.
Yeah.
But they don't do that. Instead, we end with Best Actor Sir Anthony Hopkins, who is
isn't
not there
here. Yeah.
because they wouldn't let him do a Zoom call, and then it just abruptly ends.
Yeah.
No fanfare, no nothing. And
And then Questlove is like, "Hey, yo, thanks for coming out tonight. Let's go get turned." And then it's over. And that's
that
legit.
Then the
really happened?
billionaires, after they're done lecturing us, go and party, and it's great.
That's what he said. I mean, it was pretty. Yeah, it was
Right.
nuts. It was very much so. There were some other things too, like. Well, let's just kind of start through the list, and we can talk about some things.
But that's the big thing we
Yeah,
kind of
for
wanted
sure.
to talk about because it was a
So-
big. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, now Sir Anthony Hopkins released his acceptance speech on Instagram and definitely
that.
paid tribute to Chadwick.
Someone
which-
had to.
Yeah, which I thought was pretty great. The other thing too is I've mentioned it before, but he has a TikTok.
You
And
have mentioned this before.
So
and I've
he's
seen
in
some of this.
quarantine, and he's basically just been hiding in his house this entire time.
Like the famous Gary Busey film,
Which
Hider in
is-
the House.
Yes, which is why he didn't come to the award show.
Correct.
So it was releasing that speech on Instagram is kind
Mm-hmm.
of on brand for him over the last year and a half. But it was nice that he mentioned Chadwick and said that his body of work was amazing.
right.
And,
And the Golden Globes, for all their shittiness, recognized the severity of the situation we're in and did Zoom acceptances and things,
Yeah.
which is kind of what you should do right now.
well, I mean, the HFPA is 15 journalists from 15 countries,
Yes.
and not a single one of them is of color.
Yes.
I mean, it's time to change that.
You're right.
And it's not like where people are like, oh, Biden came out and said he had to choose a black woman. It's more of like, how can someone go watch a movie made for or about the plight of the African American man or woman and write a review that makes sense without a little bit of white privilege or white guilt or any of that crap.
That's why
built
Green Book
into it.
won.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's a movie about Viggo Mortensen teaching a black man to enjoy KFC.
Yeah. The other thing is there's journalists of color that have redeeming qualities and have the capabilities of doing the work. So why
You're
are
right.
they not included? So
And as
I
much
don't
as
know.
I love Soul, it's another movie about, like La La Land, about a white man teaching us about how great jazz is because it's directed by a white dude. Tina
Yeah,
Fey.
and
It's in the
like-
body of a black man.
I was looking at this, and I'm looking at Jean Baptiste and Jamie Foxx, who were the writers and producers of most of the music. And then all of a sudden, you get Trent Reznor there, and it's
You're
just
right.
like, what did he do when the music is clearly Jean Baptiste?
You're right.
And
that
so,
was a great speech too, which we'll get to.
Yeah, for sure. So, so we'll just kind of start at the bottom of the list. Best production design. You had Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, you had News of the World, you had Tenet, and you had The Father, and then you had Mank, right?
And guess what? Fucking won. It's one Oscar.
Well, it's in black and white, so it's definitely going to win Best Production Design. That's
Oh no, I thought Tenet won that one. Tenet won something
Mank
else.
won
I
that.
think Tenet
Tenet won
special
Best
effects?
Visual Effects.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Let Tony drive.
Yeah. So, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom was great, but it was really
clearly a
90% in a single studio.
Right, there's some shots where you go outside and there's a lot of production
Right.
design where all the money clearly went, but the rest of the time we're just in a basement or something.
The Father I never saw, so I can't.
It is
speak to that.
The only thing I'll say about that that's different is that movie is about dementia, so the scenery will change around him and the people in his life will change around him because he can't remember. And that's cool. And
That's part of the production design?
yeah, but I mean, it still is just a flat in England, and not terribly interesting. It's like you have to be paying attention.
Yeah.
But I can kind of see that.
Okay. And then News of the World. Now,
Another Tom Hanks
I
movie that
stumbled-
nobody saw.
I stumbled onto News of the World. I was
So
like,
you have
Tom
seen it?
Hanks, I'll watch it.
right.
It wasn't great. And there was nothing...
I haven't heard much about
Yeah.
it. It just seems like an Oscar bait movie.
Yeah,
Is
so
that what it is?
It was clearly an Oscar bait
All right,
movie.
and there you go.
It's an Oscar baiter. And then Tenet. Now, we clearly have ideas about the concept of the movie.
Sure.
I clearly liked it much more than you did.
I want to emphasize I did not hate it, but I think
yeah.
like Quentin Tarantino to a certain degree, and directors like that, Nolan's sticking to kind of
Yeah.
what he knows and not doing anything different. You could say that about Wes Anderson and Quentin Tarantino and Woody Allen and a bunch of filmmakers I like, but now the gimmicks are kind of getting old for me.
Yeah.
And there weren't
Yeah.
characters to latch onto. That's all. But I
Yes.
think it's a cool looking movie.
But from a production design standpoint, I mean, it felt like they just took Starship Troopers and de-aged it by 25 years. It was all
That's an interesting thought.
gray and brown and dirty.
Yeah, and I'm glad
straight
we're
lines.
slowly getting away from that because even some of the comic book movies are all starting to look like that. But then you got
Yeah.
something like Guardians of the Galaxy that's bright and popping, and we're getting back to that. Even Wonder Woman 84 is bright and popping and
Yeah.
colorful, and I'm digging that.
Wendy had never seen Dark Knight. And,
Oh, interesting.
and
Any
so
of them?
we watched that the other night.
All three, or just the second one?
the second one.
Okay,
Because I really wanted her to see Heath Ledger's performance.
right.
And I watched it, and I definitely felt the Christopher Nolan style that I'd never really paid attention to before.
Sure.
And comparing it to Tenet, and it just feels almost cookie cutter.
Unfortunately, like what was
Yeah.
revolutionary at the time is
Yeah.
now like, I'm over this. Can we try something else?
Yeah, for sure. It was still a great movie.
You're absolutely.
Heath Ledger was still amazing in it. She clearly decided that Christian Bale was not a terrible choice for Batman. Which
It's
she
the
thought-
voice that's the only problem.
Yeah.
and they have to commit to it for 3 movies.
Yeah. I mean, at least Ben Affleck synthesized it. You know, it was-
That's a choice that was actually suggested by Kevin Smith.
yeah,
Fun
and
fact.
that makes sense. Yeah. So, so as far as Mank goes, you saw it. I didn't see it.
I saw it once, actually, on the day before Thanksgiving, and it was in an empty theater, and I was happy to have that experience all to myself.
Really?
I'll never watch it again.
Was it good?
If you like Citizen Kane, it's interesting and it's beautiful to look at, but I mean, I don't get much out of it outside of that, and that's
So, from a production design standpoint, do you understand the Oscar?
I do. Okay. It's period setting, and they were clearly reveling in old Hollywood, and you get that in every frame of that movie.
Okay. All right, so then we move on to Best Visual Effects, which Tenet did win. Now, I appreciate that because all
Sure.
of the backwards motion in the movie and the speech and all of that.
I mean, that's a movie built on set pieces, right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
What were the other nominees?
Love and Monsters, which I haven't seen.
It seems right down my alley. I just haven't watched it
Yeah,
yet.
okay. The Midnight Sky, George
Don't-
Clooney.
I forgot about that.
I saw it.
That's what I've heard. That's why I haven't
Yeah.
bothered.
For those who can't see me, I shook my head.
He said, meh.
Disney's Oscar bait Mulan.
That should have got production design.
I would have.
I don't remember visual effects other than Bird Lady.
Yeah, there was
That movie's gorgeous from a production
well, I
design
mean, the
standpoint.
size of the army was clearly not that big.
True,
so
but
they
like
had
it's
to-
not like your traditional effects movie.
The
like Tenet.
Avalanche was definitely
Sure.
CGI.
Right.
The one and only Ivan, which
Some Bryan Cranston monkey movie on Disney
is that what
Plus.
that was? Okay.
I had to look it up.
so best documentary short. Now I don't know. Since you went to the festivals, did you see any of these? So there was
Festivals.
Colette. Yeah, well, Toronto.
That was a long time ago, bub.
Was that
That was
2019?
2019.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
never
I
mind.
haven't seen any of these.
Okay. So then, so Colette won.
Is that the one that got it banned? The Oscars banned in Hong Kong or China in general because it's about the Hong Kong protests or
I don't know.
something?
It's possible.
I think that's what their speech was about.
Okay. So
Again,
yeah,
I don't know. But
There was a couple others that neither of us saw, so it wouldn't really be fair of us to talk about.
you're
I
right.
guess.
You're absolutely right.
Best animated short. Now this is definitely something up your aisle, but I don't know if you've seen any.
I
of these.
had an opportunity to see the live action and animated shorts in theaters, and I had too much going on
Yeah.
with family drama, so I didn't see them.
So the one that won is "If Anything Happens, I Love You."
It's about
It's
school
about
shootings, right?
Yeah, and so
I
that
hear
was
it's pretty powerful,
That was
but
a
I
pretty
don't know anything
powerful
about
win.
And it's not
yeah.
a Pixar or Disney win like it normally is, which I
Correct.
respect.
Yeah. Best live action short. Feeling Through, The Letter Room, The Present, Wide Eye, and then what won was Two Distant Strangers. Now,
Don't know what that's about either.
so Two Distant Strangers,
You did research.
I didn't realize that I had seen it.
You have seen it. Okay.
So scrolling through TikTok, I
Mm-hmm.
saw like a part 5 of 5, right?
oh,
And-
interesting.
And it was like or part 5 of 6, so it was like the second to last.
Was it
so someone had
formatted for
broken it up
TikTok?
into no, someone had broken it up.
okay.
And so I watched it. So basically, the concept is it's kind of a Groundhog Day kind of thing.
That's what my friends who had seen it when we were watching the Oscars said, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm. on
Groundhog
Netflix.
Day is kind of its own genre now.
It is on Netflix. So it's about an African American guy in a city that's supposed to be New York. And
But
he,
it's
he turns a
Toronto?
corner and he matches a description, and there's a cop there.
Uh-oh.
And the cop stops him and wants to search his backpack. And in the first run, basically, he kills him,
Oh.
shoots him,
Oh.
thinks he has a gun.
Uh-oh.
And when that happens, the day starts, or that moment starts over. And so it's just a continuous cycle of that moment, and this guy trying to convince the cop what's happening. And, so I saw the end of it. I have to be honest with you, it's extremely powerful, even though it's kind of
Sure.
that whole Groundhog Day thing.
Well, I think that's a good use for that kind of setup, though, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, what can I say to this guy to not get shot?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but that's
it's
what I
also,
assume
it
the
also
point
feels
is.
very educational for the cop. And
Oh, really?
the final scene of the movie kind of clarifies why I say that.
Okay.
It is on Netflix. It's called Two Distant Strangers.
How long is it?
It's like 20 minutes.
I can watch that. Okay.
I would say watch it.
Okay.
Just give it a watch. I think it's pretty cool. It's poignant. It's timely. Definitely a timely win. Doesn't make up for Chadwick not winning, but
You're right, but
yeah. All right. Next category is best sound. So
And I
Greyhound.
agree with all the choices there.
Yeah.
'Cause holy
Greyhound
shit.
was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
The sound of the depth charges I thought was amazing. The sound of the torpedoes in the water
Makes
I thought
you
was
wish
amazing.
you'd seen it in the theater because that surround would have been.
Yes. Yeah. Mank, News of the World, Soul, and then Sound of Metal.
Soul, I get behind because you have to create this otherworldly dimension.
Yeah,
and that's
and
all
jazz,
Foley,
and jazz
right?
has a very unique
You're right.
sound to it as well.
But
so-
Sound of Metal's the clear winner because it's part of the
Yeah.
experience
And
and
we
the
talked
story.
about that when we talked
sure
about
did.
Sound of
Yeah,
Metal.
yeah.
You know, the moments of silence were perfect. So yeah,
The moments where things you could kind of hear things because
Yeah.
you're in his kind of
ironically,
POV.
the best sound winner had some of the best non-sound
You're right.
moments. Yeah, yeah. So that was I agree.
Well,
with
I
that
respect that they had to do their research and like most filmmakers don't go the extra mile to monitor
Yeah.
the sound design 'cause you
Yeah.
just kind of let those guys go, but you have to for this.
This next one I didn't necessarily agree with. Best film editing. The nominees were The Father, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and The Trial of the Chicago 7.
And I cannot remember for the life of you which one won.
So Sound of Metal won.
Okay,
It was good.
sure.
Sure, maybe Oscar worthy, but I still think that the editing in Promising Young Woman that led you to believe that it was going somewhere else,
Sure.
I thought it was perfect.
I agree with that wholeheartedly, but I also think The Father, I think because that's also based on a play.
Yeah.
So the editing kind of had to carry that non-linear experience of struggling with dementia. Like
Right.
you're not who I remember you being. You look like a completely different person.
Not
The
to
flat
take
looks
anything away
different.
from the Sound of Metal,
Sure.
because the editing in that was
I mean
fantastic.
that's for sure. But
Yeah.
and I think the editing and sound design had to work in conjunction with
Yeah.
each other to kind of because like sometimes
I think if
it's-
one of them failed, the other one wouldn't have succeeded.
exactly. But I understand where you're coming from. Like Mank and News of the World, sure, whatever. But I think those three are good choices. But I agree with where you're coming from with Promising Young Woman, a movie that should have won more.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So best costume design, we had Emma, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Mank, Mulan,
Mulan.
Pinocchio, which I never saw. Did you see
Yeah,
Pinocchio?
there was a bunch of memes about how they had no idea that there was a live action Pinocchio
Yeah.
movie to the Oscars. I remember
Didn't it
they
star-
advertised it.
Wasn't it?
They brought Robert Benigni back, but
Yeah.
as Geppetto this time.
Yeah.
Which I don't get because nobody liked
Roberto
his.
Benigni.
You're right, but nobody liked his Pinocchio from
Robert.
forever ago.
Way to Americanize his name.
You don't like it, you can get the fuck out.
America. And this one, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom one, and I was a little confused about that, right? Because I feel like the only major set piece that was costuming was
like at the
really
outside.
Ma Rainey.
That too, for sure.
You know, because clearly they fattened
but
her
his
up.
shoes,
Okay, right.
the shoes are crucial, Tony.
This is the one where I thought maybe Mulan would win. Actually,
I agree with you
'Cause
I mean,
it
that's
was-
a gorgeous
it was
looking movie.
beautifully, yeah.
It's just empty.
Yeah, it was a terrible movie, but it
Yeah,
looked
it's
great.
a beautiful looking movie.
Yeah.
I
So
agree
I,
with
don't
that.
necessarily know if I agree with that one, but
Some of these are kind of you can't help but nitpick. It's like I don't know why this one, but I guess I can understand
the
it.
next category, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom won as well, and
Sure.
I agree with it. And that's
Sure,
best makeup and hairstyling,
I agree with that.
right? Because you have
sure.
Viola Davis, and you turn her into this sweaty,
Icon.
250-pound deep soul singer, and it
Sure.
works, and she was amazing.
And
So-
actually, funny enough, like this is the kind of thing Gary Oldman excels at.
Yeah.
But they intentionally been like, no, just be yourself for
Yeah.
Mank. You don't have to literally transform into this
Yeah.
guy. And I respect them for doing that because I don't
That
think
one Pinocchio was nominated for as well.
Mm.
As well as Mank, and then Hillbilly Elegy, which I refuse to watch.
Oh, have you heard about the bullshit about the writer of that movie and all?
Well, that's true Oscar bait, right?
You're absolutely correct. Did
no,
it-
I haven't heard the.
I know the
bullshit.
Razzies
Tell me
happened. Do you
about
know
it.
if Glenn Close won for
the
that?
Razzie? I don't know. Why was it terrible? Have you seen it?
No, but I've heard it's terrible. It's not anything. It like exploits like your lower class, and it was written by
Yeah.
a guy that pretended to be lower class, but he's clearly comes from wealth. And
Oh, Vanilla Ice.
you're right.
Pretended to be from the hood, but went
I will
to a
say,
private
Cool as
school.
Ice is probably better than Hillbilly LG. Yes. Skip that zero and get with the hero. Know what I'm saying?
Best cinematography.
Sure.
This one Mank won as well.
I can see it.
I haven't seen it, but from what you've said,
Gorgeous black and white photography. I mean, it's
Trial of the Chicago 7, Nomadland.
Nomadland.
I gotta
see.
be honest with you. So Nomadland, I would have been okay with that win, and I've talked about it before
have,
because they
and you're
made
right.
a trailer park and gravel roads look beautiful, right?
That's why it's part
Is
of.
it Best Picture?
We'll get to that.
But Mank won for that one.
That makes sense. But I also see where you're coming from.
Yeah. Best Adapted Screenplay. You had Borat subsequent movie.
Can we
film.
talk about that?
Yeah, sure.
If that's mostly improvised, what the fuck?
Yeah, how is it an
Because
adapted
that's the
screenplay?
second time it's gotten a screenplay nomination. The first movie did too.
Really?
And I'm like, well, what constitutes a screenplay in this kind of movie, right? Where most of it's improvised and
I think
camera.
it's adapted because Borat was a character that he created, and so he adapted that into a screenplay.
But did he?
Question mark?
I feel like it's not so much the writing process. Like maybe you have to develop these scenarios,
Yeah.
but it's more. I think that more comes together in the editing.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was probably a lot left on the cutting room floor.
There is a new, like,
Is there a new edit?
there's a new movie is coming out with all the unused stuff, like what they did for Anchorman back in the day.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So The Father won for that one, but also nominated were Nomadland.
What's that adapted from?
Who knows?
Some book nobody read.
Probably. One Night in Miami, which we know was adapted from a screenplay or from a play.
I think that screenplay is excellent.
Yeah. I thought it was fantastic. And then The White Tiger. Did you ever see that?
I have no idea what the hell that is.
That
Probably
feels,
a Netflix
feels
thing.
like one of your Wednesday night movies.
You're right. I probably missed that one.
Best original screenplay, we had Judas and the Black Messiah, Minari, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and The Trial of the Chicago 7.
All great.
Promising Young Woman did win for that.
As it should.
Yeah, and I think the only other option I think that might have been is probably Judas and the Black Messiah.
I can see that.
Yeah, but
Chicago
yeah,
of the Chicago of the Trial 7. Jeez. Trial of the
Chicago of the Trial 7.
I think we're tired of giving Aaron Sorkin awards, but that's a fucking great screenplay.
Yeah, it was really good, and I thought it was really well acted too.
But I'm not
so.
upset that Promising Young Woman won. Because that's not your traditional like Oscar movie.
Did you know
either.
Will Ferrell was nominated for an Oscar
For what?
for the song from Eurovision Song Contest?
Oh, you're right.
He was the performer as well as I think one of the writers.
Oh, jeez.
But Fight for You from Judas and the Black Messiah won.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing: Speak Now from One Night in Miami
Amazing. Powerful.
was I expected that to win. I thought
did
it was
too.
extremely powerful. Leslie Odom Jr. actually wrote 4 songs.
Incredible.
Took him to Regina King, and she picked that one, and I thought it was a great song. But I think her last name is Patterson.
Plus, doesn't that song play more into the plot than
Yeah, for sure.
this one does? Yeah.
But the singer of Fight for You, her and her husband wrote it for another artist. And the artist recorded it and they hated it. So they convinced the studio to let her sing it. And it won the Oscar.
That's awesome.
And they interviewed him on the red carpet before, and he's like, "Are you excited to perform your song?" And he's like, "I'm just excited for people to hear my wife sing. She's amazing,
Incredible.
And I was like, "Oh, you fucking dick! Now all the rest of us with women have to. You're setting the bar really high with women." So, but it's a good song. She was amazing. So. Another thing that they did really weird, was they had the performances of the songs during the red carpet.
I wondered why, because I missed that. I'm like, I didn't remember them having any of the
So when
songs.
they came up, they talked to him, and then they said, "And here is," I think it was Cassandra Patterson or something is her name.
Elvira?
No, Cassandra. That sounds nothing like Elvira.
No, Elvira's played by someone, I think, that has the name. Neil, let's look that up. I want to be right about something.
I used to know
the
it.
actress who plays Elvira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyways, so they would talk to them on the red carpet, and then they would show the performance that had been recorded earlier.
Weird.
Cassandra Peterson.
Yay!
It's close. Peterson versus.
It was pretty
Patterson.
damn close.
Wow, that's why you're on the show.
There we go.
There you go.
That's the only reason, though. Now
So, anyways,
we can
it is a
get rid-
powerful song.
Let me go.
Didn't necessarily fit the story like Speak Now did.
Sure.
And I got to be honest with you, I immediately downloaded Speak Now, so I think it's a
Did its
fantastic
job?
Yeah. Best original score, and this was interesting because you had Da 5 Bloods, Mank, Minari, News of the World, and Soul.
I'm glad with the win on this
Soul
one.
killed it. I mean, for sure.
Well, the music's so integral to
Yeah.
every aspect of that movie.
Yeah. So there's almost no way that doesn't
Great
win, so.
speech, too. Probably one of my favorites.
Yeah. This was an exciting one for me. So best documentary feature, right?
Sure.
You had Collective.
Did you see the Octopus movie?
So the Octopus movie, did you know that it started as a YouTube series?
No.
So the guy who made Friends with the Octopus, he had his girlfriend film him interacting with the octopus and release them on YouTube. And the documentary filmmakers reached out to him and were like, "Hey, we want to make a movie about this," and it just won a fucking Oscar.
Hot
Like,
damn.
if that's not a commentary on social media society that we're living in right now.
things are changing, my friend.
Yeah, and I haven't seen it, but I've seen the YouTube videos. and
I've heard
it's a
it's
very,
powerful.
very unique story.
I've heard.
Yeah.
I was upset the octopus wasn't there to help accept the award.
Right.
Apparently, it's a girl
thanked him.
octopus.
They thanked her. They
a-
thanked him.
You're right.
They said Craig.
I think that's
was
the
his
first
name at the
octopus
end.
that's been thanked
Yeah, right.
for an Oscar.
Best animated feature. Of
Soul.
course, Disney
it was
won.
the battle of the Disney or Pixar
Yeah.
movies, like it always is, except for Spider-Verse and a few exceptions.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised Wolfwalkers got nominated.
Oh, they love to throw those arty ones in just
Yeah.
to give
It was
them some
terrible.
cred. Was terrible?
Oh, it's
Looks
terrible.
gorgeous. Don't have Apple Plus and I can't rent it
Yeah.
anywhere, so
No,
I'm
it's
not gonna see it.
terrible. I didn't like it, but
Because fuck Apple.
I'm not an animation guy.
You're right.
as I look at these news on my iPhone. Best international feature.
Sure.
Another round. Better Days Collective. The Man Who Sold His Skin.
I've actually
Saida.
you seen this one. I've seen another round, and they're getting a fucking terrible American remake. So get ready. They announced it the day after it won.
So I
It's
saw
about
the Man Who Sold His Skin
Sure.
is on HBO Max.
Oh,
I
okay.
almost watched it today, but I didn't. I decided I needed to work
Another
instead
round
of
is
watching a movie.
wild. It's about 5 school teachers that
It's got Mads Mikkelsen in it,
They
right?
try to be functioning alcoholics because if your blood alcohol content's at this level, you perform better, and then they try to take it to its logical extreme.
So you saw it?
I did.
Oh, okay. And they're remaking it.
Yeah, so it's going to be a stupid American comedy now and not have the depth and
Is it going to have
nuance.
Mads in it?
No, he said he wouldn't do it.
Okay.
And
Did
good
you
for
hear
him.
he came out and spoke out about his Fantastic Four audition?
No, I didn't hear about this.
He was asked to stand in front of the casting department and pretend like he had 80-foot rubber arms, and he said it was the most awkward experience he's ever had.
That's wild. Is that a thing?
I don't
haven't
know
seen
why
any
they
of
didn't
those
just.
movies.
They need to just give the role to John.
Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt?
No, The
Colin
Quiet
Farrell.
Place.
John
Krasinski?
Krasinski?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, he's perfect for the role.
Sure. I haven't seen any of them Fantastic Beast movies. Does he have Mr. Fantastic powers, or why did they ask him to do that?
Fantastic Beast.
Fantastic-
you asshole.
What are you talking about?
It's the Fantastic Four.
No, it's Fantastic Beast.
No, it's the Fantastic Four.
What am I thinking of? He got Johnny Depp's role.
Krasinski did?
No, Mickelson
Man.
did.
No, we're talking. He auditioned for Mr. Fantastic.
We're talking about two completely
Yes,
different things,
Johnny,
and I'm very sorry.
The Human Torch.
I didn't hear about this.
Okay,
I thought
yeah.
like that's a weird thing to make him do, but I haven't seen any of them Fantastic Beast movies.
So Mr. Fantastic has the
I
ability
know what
to,
I know what Mr.
okay,
Fantastic
just making sure.
does.
Okay.
He seems a little old for that role now.
Yes. Now I have. This is an
Wait, he was
interest-
already in Doctor Strange.
who?
Mads Mikkelsen.
Okay.
He was Caecilius.
Okay. Fantastic Four is DC.
No, it's not. It's Marvel. Neelis.
Is the Fantastic Four DC or Marvel?
It's very
Oh, I
clearly
don't know.
Marvel. It's Marvel's first family.
Okay.
Let's find out.
We'll find out about that. Best supporting actor was weird for me, right? So
Sure.
you had Sacha Baron Cohen from The Trial of Chicago 7, and then Leslie Odom Jr. from One Night in Miami.
Marvel.
Paul
Yay.
Shut your face. Paul Racy from Sound of Metal.
Paul Reiser got an Oscar.
Lakeith Stanfield from Judas and the Black Messiah. And then also Daniel Kaluuya from Judas and the Black Messiah.
I mean,
Who
a lot
was
of
the lead actor in that movie?
again, like people at the Oscar party was like, you just say the title over and over again, and that's your argument because he's the lead. It's
Yeah.
Judas and the Black Messiah.
both
you
of
could argue
them-
they're both the main character.
Yeah, well, because Lakeith is Judas and the Black Messiah is Daniel.
yeah. So they shouldn't both
And they
be
were
in
both
supporting.
fucking amazing in it, right?
so, are you shouting racism?
no, but for me, I put Daniel as best actor.
Oh, he's got a good speech too.
And
Thanking
then
his mama
Lakeith-
for having sex.
Yeah, his mom and
And
dad.
his mom's
for
like,
having
"What the
sex."
fuck that boy just?"
Yeah, yeah.
It was great.
You know, the best thing for me about him, and I've always liked him, and I think he's great,
Sure.
is that he's real 100%. But just after he won, they went to the HFPA Zoom question room where they had basically a wall of Zoom.
Oh,
reporters.
really?
And one of the reporters says to him, "What was it like working with Regina King?"
Oh my god.
But his reaction was, "I'm sorry, could you ask the question again?" And someone like clearly told her. And so she rephrased the question, eliminating Regina King. And what I liked about it was his reaction. He could have been like, "What the fuck?" But he gave her an opportunity to correct the question. And then he responded to the question that was corrected. And for me,
There's some
that
professionalism
speaks
there.
a lot about
It really
him.
does.
And for someone that likes to have as much fun as he does, to kind of recognize
Could have
that
fucked with them, yeah.
that wasn't something where it was casual racism as much as it was she just was on Zoom and there was
She made a
mix-up.
mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really
Giving
liked
someone
his
the
reaction
benefit
to
of the
that.
doubt. I
Yeah.
respect that.
Yeah. Best supporting actress. This was fantastic, by the way.
Sure.
So you had Maria Bakalova from Borat, Glenn Close, Olivia Colman from The Father, Amanda Seyfried
Amanda
from
Seyfried.
Mank, and then Ya Jung Yeon.
Oh, this was incredible.
Her speech to me was the best of the night.
Agreed.
Because she was just like, "Holy shit, I just won an Oscar."
There's Brad Pitt.
That's Brad Pitt. And then she gets back there and someone from the HFPA is like, hey, what did Brad Pitt smell like? I'm like, this bitch just won her first Oscar.
As a
And
woman of color
that's the
at
question
70
that you're
years
gonna ask
old.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, it was just, it's been a long time since you've seen someone that's grateful for something like that. But also acknowledging how amazing it is that here she is at 80, whatever, 70,
But
whatever.
a few Asian people that's actually won an Oscar
Yeah.
too, which should be more upsetting
Yeah.
than it is.
So now we're getting to some of the major categories. So best director, you had Minari, Lee Isaac Chung, Emerald Fennell, Promising Young Woman, David Fincher for Mank,
Yep.
Thomas Vinterberg for Another Round, and then Chloe Zhao for Nomadland.
Yep.
I agree with this one, right?
I do too.
I really liked the direction, the cinematography of the movie.
And she's just
I
adorable
didn't
too.
like the movie,
You're right.
right? But yes, she's absolutely adorable.
She's getting that
She's-
Marvel money now.
Yep. So it puts a bit of excitement in me for what she's going to make in the future.
Agreed.
This is where we go wrong.
Oh, stinky.
Best actress: Viola Davis for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Andra Day for The United States versus Billie Holiday in her first ever role on film.
Have you seen the
nominated for
movie?
an Oscar? No. Vanessa Kirby for Pieces of a Woman. Frances McDormand for Nomadland, and Carey Mulligan for Promising Young Women.
Yeah.
Out of all of those, who are you picking?
Not Francis.
Oh.
She's got her Oscars, and she's just
Well,
she's
not
not
even
acting
that,
in
but
that.
like
She's just-
Viola Davis was amazing in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Promising Young Woman was incredible.
Promising Carey Mulligan was in Promising Young Woman.
I ain't
was
seen
incredible.
no Vanessa Kirby or Billie Holiday, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But Frances, she just plays Frances in that movie.
Yeah.
She's a little abrasive, but she's still Frances McDormand.
And that's the thing is I put that on Facebook and one of my friends was like, "What are you talking about? She was amazing." I'm like, "No, she
If
was
you've seen
fucking
one art
Frances."
movie this year, yeah, maybe. But
Yeah.
like Carey Mulligan is such a brave, fearless,
Oh yeah,
biting performance.
hands down. And I mean, and the crazy thing is you see beautiful Carey Mulligan, and then you see distressed and distraught Carey Mulligan, and you see
badass.
crazy
She's
Carey
gonna
Mulligan,
fuck
and then you see
shit up.
badass Carey Mulligan. And you see her switch from shit faced to what the fuck are you doing? And it was fantastic. I don't know. That Carey was
One of my
rocked.
favorite movies
Yeah.
of last year, which didn't get enough love.
Yeah.
Usually they'll throw one that doesn't get most of the Oscars, the screenplay award. And
I think
whatever.
there were 3 actors in the best actor column that could have won before Anthony Hopkins. Now,
Sure.
I haven't seen The Father, and I love Sir
It's
Anthony
a very
Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins performance, but he has dementia,
Yeah.
which is fine, and it's a good performance. And he cries at the end.
So you have Riz
but
Ahmed in Sound of Metal.
incredible,
I have liked everything that Riz Ahmed has done,
especially Venom.
especially Venom. You have Chadwick Boseman from Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yes, he passed away.
Yes.
It's sad, but he was fucking amazing
No,
in
it's
that
a
movie.
fucking swan song. The
Yeah,
performance.
100%. I mean, if you want to compare it to Heath Ledger's Joker, I think it's on par.
I agree.
Yeah. Anthony Hopkins in The Father, Gary Oldman in Mank,
It's fine. He's good.
and then Stephen Yeun in Minari, which
Oh, amazing.
So Stephen Yeun is a comedically trained actor.
You're right.
He was in Second City in Chicago.
A lot of great people
and
came from there.
For him to play that role
Mm-hmm.
in that after coming up through The Walking Dead and all of the other things that he's done,
Nail it.
I thought he killed it, knocked it out of
Agreed.
the park. So
There
Yeah.
are roles that I still would have loved Chadwick to get it, and that was my clear favorite. But I
Yeah.
wouldn't have been as upset if they had
if
won.
Riz or Steven had won, I
Correct.
wouldn't have been as upset.
Right.
100%.
But a Gary Oldman or an Anthony Hopkins, that's the obvious choice,
Yeah.
and they always do this shit.
The perennial favorite.
Not that they're bad, but it's obvious, and they've had their time and awards
Yeah.
and shit. We don't need that.
And then the math, right? So you have Best Picture. So you have The Father,
Mm-hmm.
Judas and the Black Messiah. You have Mank.
Mm-hmm.
You have Minari, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, The Sound of Metal, and The Trial of Chicago 7. Out of those 8 pictures,
Mm-hmm.
what is your best picture?
Promising Young Woman.
Yeah, I agree.
Sound of Metal's close, though.
Sound of Metal, again, I hated it the first time I,
know you
watched
did.
it. And then
Minari's
yeah.
also excellent.
I
Those
thought
three
Minari was fantastic.
were
Did
my
you finally
favorites.
get to watch
I
Minari?
did.
Yeah, good. and Nomadland wins. Now,
It's not bad.
I say the math, right? And here's why I say the
Sure.
math is because if you look at the other categories that Nomadland was in, they won a majority
you can
of
use
them,
that's usually how it goes, right?
right? But I don't know that it's Best Picture. Like what is the required classification pieces for Best Picture? What?
Who voted for it?
Yeah. So
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
that's why Green Book won.
I mean, great. A movie directed by a woman, a movie directed by an
Sure.
Asian woman.
compared to
fantastic.
Green Book, we're making progress
Yeah,
between this
for
and
sure.
Parasite. But I
sure.
agree, they were
And
better
it
movies.
wasn't a terrible
It was
movie.
not. It's beautiful and it's very much an
Yeah.
experience picture, and you can get from what you want from it.
Yeah.
And there's passion put behind it, but I mean, wasn't my favorite either.
Here's the question: is it not our favorites because of Frances McDormand? Do you think if someone else plays that role, that maybe, just maybe, it's a better picture?
I want to put on record, I do not dislike Frances McDormand
same.
at all. Fargo is one of my favorite things
Same,
ever.
absolutely. So you had sex with the little guy, did you?
No. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Also, Ethan or Joe, I don't know who she's married
Yes.
to. Maybe both. He did not look like he wanted to be there.
No, he did not. No.
I mean, I don't think she's the problem. It's more of just a pacing.
See, I think she's the problem.
It's more just a pacing thing too.
See, pacing is what usually makes me want to fall asleep, right?
Sure.
I didn't feel that in this movie. I didn't hate the movie,
I know
but I
you didn't.
hated Frances McDormand.
And maybe if I think about it more, you're right. But there's got to be a reason I wasn't
But I guess
into
the
it the
question
first
is,
time.
who
or-
do I cast in that role? Like, do we put someone like
I'm trying
Melissa
to-
McCarthy in that role for kind of a serious play?
She can do it,
And she can do it.
People are gonna laugh at that, but have you seen
The
what's-
Kitchen?
No, it was before that. It was a really fucking great movie.
Yeah.
Can You Ever Forgive Me? I think.
Where she was super homely and then
Yeah, and she's like trying to rip off book autographs.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
Richard
she was
Jenkins, I
fantastic.
think, and it's
Yeah.
an amazing fucking movie, and
Yeah.
she's fantastic in it. She
Yeah.
is not the problem. It's the movies we associate her with that they'll throw her in. That's the problem.
well, we associate her with shitting in a sink.
But she also got an Oscar nom for that.
Bridesmaids. Yeah, that's
Speaking
true.
of which,
That's true. But I mean, that's the thing is, do we put someone in that role that has to stretch?
weirdly,
and-
I think I see where you're going with that because if you take her character from that movie, I
If you
can
make
see
her
her work
character a
in
man
that.
and you have Jim Carrey play that role, he wins
Because
every Oscar.
I don't think they need to be likable, but you need to be on their side to a certain
Well, the
extent.
character specifically wasn't likable. Some of the
Right.
people at the park didn't like her.
because she's
Even the old lady
standoffish
that she
and
ended up having a
abrasive.
friendship with,
You're right.
really didn't like her in the 1st
You're
place. Yeah.
And I think you can have characters like that, but you got to kind of be on their side
Yeah.
because they're so low and you want to see them get better. But I just didn't care. That's the problem.
I guess the problem is if you think about it, the life experience that her character had, the passing of a husband, passing
Mm-hmm.
of a son,
It's been done.
it's been done, but who else is out there other than Glenn Close and Meryl
She had
Streep?
a sister that was going to take her in with open arms. So I'm like, I don't exactly feel
Yeah.
terrible for you.
Right, but the point
People
that I'm
go
trying
through
to make
shit
is,
all the time.
like, if you look at the crop of actors who could have played that role,
Sure.
and you eliminate Glenn Close and
So you
Meryl
want
Streep,
Frances to have gotten stuck with Hillbilly Elegy.
to be fair, she probably would have killed it.
You're right.
Because we both like Frances. I don't
Even
think
she
it's an
seemed
argument.
unamused with winning an Oscar.
Yeah.
I
And
guess
then-
when you just won one a few years ago and,
and
you're
she
on your
usually
third,
throws out a pretty poignant speech. And
she
her
does. I
speech
don't think she was prepared because she didn't think she was going to
Yeah.
win.
Yeah. I mean, do you think that she thought Carrie was going to win?
I think didn't she call her out specifically?
Did she?
I think she did. I could be wrong.
I think. Oh, you're right. I think she did. I think she said. Yeah, I think
I think
she did.
she like if we're gonna give Walking Phoenix the playing a fucked up character and really getting
Yeah.
method into it, an Academy Award, she fucking deserves it, man.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Carrie, I feel, was playing a character
Yeah.
and nailing it and giving layers and depth to
Yeah,
it.
and
Whereas
Frances
this
was
just feels like
just-
Frances.
yeah,
But
yeah.
she's a little bit more standoffish and a little bit more abrasive. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, that's kind of a role, I guess.
I don't know. And I don't know why Melissa McCarthy popped into my head either.
It was a good choice, honestly.
I mean, yeah.
I know a lot of, because Thunder Force just came out, a lot of people are going to laugh that off, but I think it's a good choice.
Thunder Force. Jesus.
Because Can You Ever Forgive Me? I think it was 2018, 2019. It was one of my favorite movies of that year. It's such a powerful performance too.
I've seen it. I need to see it again. But yeah, she was fantastic in that. But then she did that stupid puppet movie.
I think the puppet movie came out first, so when
Yeah.
that title came out, Can You Ever Forgive Me? A lot of people made jokes
Association.
about that.
Yeah. Well, that was an indie film though too. It wasn't a major studio
puppet movie?
production, was it? No, the Can You Ever Forgive Me?
I think it was. I don't
Yeah.
know that for a fact, but I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
Been a
I mean,
few
it's one of those things that I guess you'll never know. But I mean,
And again, that movie didn't get any noms or anything. I could be wrong again.
Yeah.
It's been a few years, but I don't remember it making that big of an impact. And I was pretty blown away with it.
some positives about the award season this year is there's a lot of newcomers, a lot of people that were first time nominees, a lot of movement in the right
There was some
direction.
good stuff
There
in
were
it.
some good
The
movies.
production
for
of the actual
a shitty
Oscars-
18 months.
There's
know?
some good, powerful movies in that
Yeah.
time. I think the production of the actual Oscar show itself was a little baffling.
Yeah. Well, so Steven Soderbergh wrote and directed most of the show with some help from comedy writers. I think he's done it the last 4 years, believe it or not.
I didn't know that.
It definitely felt a little Ocean's 11 kind of. I don't know.
I mean, his films are all over the place. I know we're a fan, but like in terms of quality and what they
that's the
actually
thing
look
is,
like.
Am I a fan? Because I'll like 5 out of 9 movies.
With you. What do you-
But there's
turns them
still
out
4
so much.
movies that I don't
You're right.
like.
I
The
agree.
Girlfriend Experience. I hated it.
Very, very economical filmmaker.
Right? But the TV show supposedly is really good.
He
which
did
is
The
based on
Laundromat,
film.
which was a big ripoff of
Right.
like The Big Short and Adam McKay stuff,
Yep.
and I fucking hated that.
Yep.
But like we were big Logan Lucky fans.
He did that movie with Gina Carano.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, and she was surprisingly good in it.
She should have probably won Best Actress.
Put her in Nomadland.
I'm with you.
I'll suplex that bitch right off her van.
She's someone that needs a better agent. I just love her, and she's not usually in great
Gina
stuff.
Carano.
Oh, I'm thinking of Carla Gugino from Sin City.
I'm looking at you
and
like,
Gerald's
what?
Game. I was very
And
confused for a
Spy
minute.
Kids?
You're right.
What?
Carla Gugino. Well, that's a different discussion.
So what are some movies or performances
Ooh.
that you feel like were left out?
That's a good idea. Let me pull out my favorites of.
Yeah, because you have
2020.
you
Whip it
have a
out.
list on your what is that app called? Was is that app called, Tyler?
Which app? Letterboxd.
Yes, Letterboxd. BOXE or no E. It's just D.
Yes. I'm pulling up my top. Sorry about the lag. Just pulling up my favorites. Of
So you ranked your favorite films of
I think
2020,
we might
right?
have already talked about this, but I think just the top 10. Do. There it is. Are you ready?
Yep, let's go.
It's still loading. I'm stalling.
Is
Okay.
singing what you do when you stall?
Okay. On this list, in terms of movies that were actually nominated, and some even won for the Academy Awards, only 4 of them are. There are 6 other little gems, and ain't nobody talking about.
So this is your top 10 of 2020 list? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Shall we?
We shall.
I'm thinking of ending things.
Which I still haven't seen. Is it still on Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was made for Netflix, or they bought it, so it's going to be on
Who's
there.
in that? Anybody?
Jesse Plemons and Jesse Buckley.
It's a Charlie Kaufman movie.
Toni Collette's in it. Lupin from Harry Potter is in it. I know he has a name, but I can't think of it.
Okay.
Color Out of Space was a movie I loved, obviously. That was never going to win any Academy Awards.
Well, yeah, but I'm Your Woman. That's starring the girl from The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Yes, and that's an Amazon movie that I'm shocked didn't get any Golden Globes love, didn't get any awards love, because I think it's a phenomenal film.
I haven't watched it yet. I've wanted to, but I haven't watched it.
It's tense and it's surprisingly fun, but it's still got a woman and people of color in the leads, and it's a 70s gangster thing that's thrown on its head by focusing on those aspects of it. And
So we knew that Blumhouse wasn't going to get an Oscar nod, but you really enjoyed The Invisible Man.
I think Elizabeth Moss killed it.
Oh, she's
that
got-
should have won a best fucking actress.
We saw the trailer for the new season
Handmaids?
of Handmaid's
She's
Tale.
directing some episodes.
And I looked at Wendy and I said, she's batshit crazy. Mm-hmm. But
Scientologist.
she is amazing as an actress.
I love her every time she pops up in things.
Yeah. she was fantastic in that movie.
Last night was a little indie.
As was the actor who played the guy that she stayed with too, who was also in One Night in Miami.
You're right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Vast the Night was something I saw weirdly, at TIFF back in 2019. That was a little indie, low budget thing that Amazon picked up that was never going to get any Oscar love, but I think it's incredible. Little Fish. Speaking of movies about dementia and weirdly a pandemic.
Chad Hartigan. It's 101 minutes.
It's Olivia Cook from Ready Player One,
Right.
And Earl and the Dying Girl, and probably some other things that are probably more famous than what I just said.
Mackenzie Cardwell.
Great movie.
Really?
It's about, and they wrote all this and designed all this before the pandemic, but there's a disease, the virus going around that's causing memory loss, and people just stop like a bus driver will just stop a bus and wander out of there because he doesn't remember who he is anymore. And it's about a young couple struggling with it. The man is getting it more and more as it goes along, and there's a little twist with when she starts to get
the
it.
average rating is 3.7 out of 5. So
It's a pretty fucking good movie that fell under the radar, and I think
Is it still available to watch somewhere?
you can. I rented it on Amazon.
Yeah,
I think it's great. Then Sound of Metal, we talked about.
Yes.
Trial of Chicago 7, we talked
Yes.
about Promising Young Woman, we talked about
How bad did you
Soul.
cry in Soul?
So much. So much.
Tyler's a bit of a crier.
I love me
we
some
appreciate
Pixar.
that.
They've been
Yeah.
kind of hit and miss for a while now, but when they hit, they fucking hit.
I'm kind of intrigued. I think I'm going to steal a little bit of information from a former castmate.
Alec
I want to look at
Toombs?
Alex 2020 releases.
Sure.
So he ranked 162 films. So clearly I'm not going to touch on those.
Let's stick to the top and
Let's
the bottom.
look at the top 10
Sure.
and kind of see if there's anything. So never, rarely, sometimes, always.
I've heard good things about that. I think that's a Netflix thing. Correct me if I'm wrong on that.
A pair of teenage girls in rural Pennsylvania. Oh, yeah.
Is it
I
a
saw that
lesbian thing?
No. One of the girls gets pregnant and
Oh.
they can't get an abortion in the States, so they travel from
I thought there was
Pennsylvania to
another
New York
movie
City.
that had that same plot that was like an HBO Max thing. That's weird.
It is. This is an HBO Max thing.
Oh, okay.
So
Gotcha.
I've heard good things about that. Alec likes good movies, so
He does.
I'll
a man
definitely
of
check that one
taste.
out. Yeah. Trial of Chicago 7, and then he had The Platform. Oh, did you see that?
What is it?
The Platform.
What is it?
So it's a foreign film.
Ooh.
But basically, it's fantastic. It's about a prison that has a platform that starts at the top of the prison, and it's full of like glorious food and things,
Cool.
right? And it travels down through each level with the same stuff on there.
And whatever's
So-
left is left for the bottom
exactly.
feeders.
Yeah,
Cool.
no, it was fantastic.
What a premise.
That was a great movie. I don't even remember
Where
how
did you
I
see it?
stumbled.
Yeah, I
that's the thing.
wanna
don't
check it
even-
out.
I think it was on Plex.
Oh, that's
but
I'll
see where I can
I'm sure
find
I could
If
rent
it's on-
it somewhere.
If it's on my Plex, we can watch
I'd
it.
like to. Yeah.
But it's foreign language, but it's fantastic. It's
What a
violence.
premise. Cool.
Yeah. So
Escape plan, but with a cast
it's
system.
pretty crazy. It is definitely nuts. And then The Old Guard.
That made his top. I'm sorry, we're not
Alec,
judging
I
you,
know
my
you're
dude.
gonna listen.
We're not
and-
judging
and we
you,
love
you dude.
But I don't know if
It's
that's
fine.
top 10 material.
Hey, to each his own, but that ain't mine. Color Out of Space probably didn't make anybody
true.
else's top 10.
Palm Springs, absolutely.
Oh,
hand
that
down.
should
was
have been on there.
fantastic.
The great
Yeah.
movie. Yep. That's a snub.
Synchronic.
Wow.
Is that Harvey or Henry Cavill?
Harvey Firestein?
Anthony Mackie and
Way
Jamie Dornan.
Oh, I have seen this. I did not care for it.
Really?
Can you read the plot again?
Two New Orleans paramedics' lives are ripped apart after encountering a series of horrific deaths linked to a designer drug with bizarre.
Oh yeah, I
otherworldly
didn't like
effects.
that. It felt like a Twilight Zone rejected plot or something. That's fine if you like it.
Yeah,
Wasn't
but
my
to
thing.
be fair, based on what we know of Alec, it sounds like a movie that Alec
Sure, I
would
mean, he's
like,
got some
and
good
it's
performances. I
probably
just thought
pretty
the
decent.
script could have used a draft or two.
He did have Nomadland in at number 11.
I think if I made a top 20, that might make it.
What's funny is a majority of the Oscar-nominated movies, other than Promising, well, you had One Night in Miami at number 2. I'm just looking to see if there's any movies that we forgot.
That's fair.
The Gentleman, which was a great movie,
Fun-ass
but
movie.
wasn't Oscar worthy. Freaky, I
Love Freaky. That'd
thought,
make my
thought
top
that-
20.
Yeah,
Vince Vaughn, do you think he should have gotten
I
Best
thought
Supporting?
yeah. The Hunt, which we loved, but I don't know if it was Oscar worthy.
We'd have to watch it again, but the first time was a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. There was a movie called Jungle Land, which I started watching and never finished.
Jungle Land.
Did you see the last Blockbuster?
I've heard mixed things about it. That seems
Yeah,
like I'm
same.
gonna half watch while I work kind of movie.
He had Minari ranked 42.
What did he give?
Alec, if you're listening to this, ping
Why?
me on Facebook and
How
let me
many
know what
stars?
you didn't like about Minari.
Click it. How many stars? I'm curious.
He gave it.
Don't break my heart, my dude.
No, come on now. Did he? Oh yeah, he gave it. He gave it 4 out of 5 stars, but why is it ranked number 40?
Well, he's very generous. Again, we love you. not
Minari,
judging.
more like Pinari. Am I right? Alan S. Kim is a super adorable little boy, and I enjoyed the family's appreciation of Mountain Dew. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, you're right. I think he just loves a lot of movies, and it was hard to rank them. I'm
Yeah, that's true.
Not hating on them.
That's true.
Not
But he
hating
also
on the
has
dude.
Love and Monsters in there too. I need to watch that.
Can we wait for me? I want to watch
Yeah,
that.
let's watch that. Guns Akimbo. I thought that was a great movie.
Was that year?
That was
the
fun. Beginning of 2020.
That's got my girl Samara in it.
Yeah, it was very. I'm trying to think of the style, but I can't. I don't know. Spencer Confidential. Wow, that's hard to believe that was 2020.
What is
as
that?
well. Mark Wahlberg, straight to Netflix.
How you doing?
Directed by Peter Pan. Russell Crowe's movie Unhinged, that was #1 at the box office.
When it was just going to drive-in.
Yeah. Okay, so I need access to your Shudder account because Peninsula is on here. And I
can do
haven't
it.
seen it, and I need to see it.
We can do that. Yeah, we
Because
can
you
make
know
that happen.
me, Train to Busan is
One of your favorites.
One of my favorite
right.
movies. So
Rightfully
awesome.
so.
Well, thanks, Alec, for letting us borrow your rankings.
Nothing but
there.
love, my dude.
He has started ranking 2021 releases.
Anything good?
I Care a Lot, which I started watching and haven't finished. Judas
Oh,
and the
she
Black
didn't get
Messiah.
any nominations either. She didn't win at the Golden Globes.
She wasn't that great in the movie, from what I saw.
I've heard mixed things about it. She's like killing or scamming old people or something
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Nobody is in his top 5, which
pretty fun.
I loved.
It's pretty
It'll be
fun.
interesting to see if Odenkirk gets any love for that, but because it was after.
I don't think
it
he'll
was
get
after
Oscar
season,
love, but he might get his own John Wick-esque franchise.
yeah. Well, thank you, Alec, for letting us use your list for a little bit of extra content. I
Mm-hmm.
just kind of wanted to see if there was anything that we missed.
Like the Oscars, we're
And you,
stretching
sir,
to
watch
fit
a lot
the-
of movies.
I do,
So,
and he does.
yes.
and you do.
Not as much as you guys do, that's for sure. I have a life now.
Me too. It's getting harder.
I know, right?
I want to show her T2 soon. I
to
got
start-
in a mood.
We need to figure out a way to make time, though,
We will.
which we will.
We're having a big old business meeting on Thursday. You kids are gonna be so lucky.
So what we're going to do is we're going to plan out a little bit more of the season, and we're also going to kind of reboot Popcorn Minis. And I'm pretty excited about
Now that we
Tyler's
actually
got
want to
some
make it
great
a show
ideas.
that gets
Yeah.
views and things, I'm gonna put more effort into
Yeah.
it.
So definitely keep an eye out on our YouTube channel.
We're starting with the Fast and or the Furious.
All 8 of them.
9 if we're doing Hobbs and Shaw.
9 if we do Hobbs
Oh
and
my
Shaw.
God, I'm going to die.
Chris, what's the vote? Do we do Hobbs and Shaw?
I don't have a preference.
Fuck it, we'll do it.
You literally have a 50-50 shot here, yes or no, and your choice is I don't have a preference? Where do you want to go for dinner? Taco Bell? No, I don't care. But you just said no to Taco Bell.
It's a very Midwest thing to do.
I don't know. We'll watch it. We'll throw Hobbs and Shaw.
I want to see them all before I sit through the one where they go to space.
Yeah.
If that's what's happening.
I don't know if that's what happens. I think it's a low Earth orbit.
This
kind of
restaurant
situation.
sucks. Let's never come here again. Next weekend. Same.
Let's go back to that one
Hobbs
place.
and Shaw 2.
So award season is officially kind of over.
Like 2020, it finally petered out.
Yeah. It's interesting because we got a lot of movies coming up. We talked about that last episode.
Yes.
And so, yeah, I'm kind of excited about the rest of this year. Mm-hmm. Cool.
What are we doing next week? We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. Let's see what new releases we've got coming out. Because I'm paying $20 a month.
Yeah, we need to
I
see something.
Better fucking use it.
Shrek's got its 20th anniversary screening now.
The temple's full of merchants. You must whip it. That's funny. So I know we have Black Widow coming up, don't we?
July.
And is it July?
Oh, we got. When is Cruella?
Cruella de Vil. All right, so full movie release date schedule as of April 13th.
April 13th.
We are in April. Did we talk about? I talked about Mortal Kombat already. It's interesting.
I thought,
Yeah.
not worth talking about.
Okay, so Tom Clancy's Without Remorse.
What is that?
Michael B. Jordan, Jamie Bell.
Oh, is that coming out?
Yes, that's
Amazon?
on the 30th.
Groovy.
Okay, so in May we have Wrath of Man, Jason Statham's new movie, May 7th.
Okay.
And then we have
That's like,
Jennifer Lopez and Owen Wilson. What?
wow.
Spiral from the Book of Saw.
When is that?
Nicholas Hoult is in 2 movies coming out in.
Wow.
Those Who Wish Me Dead, the Angelina Jolie movie.
Me. I'm scared and in the forest.
The Woman in the
And I
Window.
have big lips.
Was that the one with Amy Adams where she sees
We
the
saw
woman
that trailer
across-
a long time ago.
right?
For
And now
the,
it's coming out to Netflix.
I wondered
instead
about
of
that.
releasing in
it
theaters.
looks fine.
Yeah. Tom Everett Scott is finally in a new movie.
I think we should just. We'll come up with a fun topic. I don't think I have anything to say
for
about
sure.
these.
No, for sure. You know what we could do?
Oh,
Because Wrath of Man,
con.
as is Without Remorse, we could do a Tom Clancy kind of thing.
Wow.
Because we have Air Force One.
What a great movie.
All of those Jack Ryan movies.
You're right. You pick them because I don't know enough about these. I've seen some of them.
I'm a big Tom Clancy fan too. A lot of his
well,
books are really
then
fantastic.
off
So
we go.
We'll watch that one with Ben Affleck. Yeah.
Which one was he in?
He was in one where he played a young Jack Ryan. But I mean, this gives us an opportunity to watch some Harrison Ford movies, a little Ben Affleck.
Where's my family?
I think Chris Pine played the same character in one movie, so it'll give us an opportunity. I'll pick
he?
a few. I'll pick 4 movies. and
Sure.
we can kind of go.
I
through
love
them.
that idea.
Yeah. Tom Clancy, great author. Probably wrote. I don't know how many
Hunt for
books.
Red October. Him.
Hunt for Red October was a Tom Clancy. Shit, I don't know.
It was a
Actually,
Tom Clancy shit.
I don't know. I don't want to say yes, and it's not. Tom
You're right.
Clancy. Okay, so Some of All Fears,
Cool.
starring Ben Affleck and Morgan Freeman. Jack Ryan,
Shadow Recruit.
starring Chris Pine.
I think that's a Kenneth Branagh movie.
Patriot Games, Clear and Present Danger, The Hunt for Red October. Yes.
Cool. We'll pick some.
Hunt
Pick some good ones and some bad ones.
I mean, Sean Connery, you can't go wrong.
I'll smack a woman. Stop staring at me. I'll smack you too, sweetheart.
Welcome to the Rock. Yeah, so we'll get a good collection going here.
Too good, too bad. All up to you.
Too good, too bad. Sounds good.
You got it.
All right, Some of All Fears is definitely one of them because it's terrible.
Cool.
Yes. All right, well,
Thanks for joining
that's
us,
been Popcorn
kids.
Tribunal. I've been Tony. He's been Tyler.
Yo.
That's still Chris.
And he's making coffee.
Again.
Making the
Always.
coffee.
What's the website again, Christopher?
The new website,
Yeah.
which is not active at this time, but might be by the time of air.
Do you own it already?
Yeah, coffeedudescoffee.com.
CoffeeDudesCoffee.com, you say?
Dudes,
Yes.
plural?
Yes.
Coffee Dudes Coffee.
There are 3
Don't look
dudes
coffee in
on the
dudes.
Is
You'll
your
get a different
spokesperson
website.
going to be Keanu Reeves?
How
and
many
Alex
children do
Winter?
I have?
3.
3. How many of them are dudes?
3.
Did you give birth to the coffee dudes? Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, so is coffee an aphrodisiac for you, and that's why
Oh
you have?
my God.
I'm literally making a child right now.
Oh shit! That's a good
How
thing I
long
can't
has she
see.
been down there?
It's a good thing I can't see below your neck, weirdo.
Is Poppin still
She's
in
not
there?
here yet.
Is Poppin
I'm still
in there?
priming.
Oh Jesus Christ!
He's fluffing.
Where's the peanut butter?
Poppins, no!
Lots of foreplay.
He got under my chair.
Poppins has lockjaw.
Good Lord. God.
All right. On that note,
We're going to have an odd ride to the hospital.
coffee dudes coffee.com. Is that right?
CoffeeDudesCoffee.com.
I wanted Coffee Dudes, but somebody bought it and they're parked on it doing shit.
Don't you hate that?
We hate
Yeah.
you, whoever you are.
I'm starting a second podcast.
I could buy it for $2,000.
You have a second podcast.
So I shut down my unpopular podcast.
Yeah, I noticed
I
that.
see what you did there.
Actually, I didn't because it wasn't very popular.
No!
You know what? There were
I know.
2 episodes that actually got more traffic than the
then you
majority
quit.
of our episodes.
Because you fell in love.
But no, I quit because I discovered that being a step parent is fucking crazy.
yeah.
And so my new podcast is going to be called You're Not My Dad.
Oh shit!
Nice.
And it's going to be all about being a step parent. So the kids, Wendy's kids will be on it. My kids will be on it. Wendy, my ex-wife. And then I actually started a subreddit, and
Sounded like you said Wendy, my ex-wife.
it's associated with
That did.
our step parents. And people in there are submitting things that they've had to deal with as being a step parent. I have a list of about 150 different topics.
You have a list of grievances already.
Yeah, so we're going to kind of run through it. So I'm excited about that. It's just going to be done from home.
What a fun rebranding.
And
it's nothing
yeah.
like how they advertise it on Pornhub.
Yeah, I know. You're not my dad, step bro. So,
Oh god.
yeah, and you can cut all this out. I was just telling
you're
you 'cause
good.
I think it's
Cut
interesting.
it out.
But Alyssa, who was on our show and hates the word cunt, is going to be with me a majority of the time.
You have a co-host?
Yeah, so it will probably be Alyssa. That
I'm
will
going to be jealous. You should know.
No
this.
one can replace you. You know this.
Wendy has to adopt me so I can be on the show.
But we have a new office at the house, and we're going to have dueling desks for our gaming computers, and so we're just going to
And
use
for
that
Yu-Gi-Oh
setup.
tournaments.
Interesting.
Just going to use that setup to do the recording. So I think it'll be cool. I think we'll have a good time. If not, it'll be fucking fun, right?
Groovy.
So
Dig it.
Far out.
That's our show.
we love you all.
Except
Especially
for
those of
you.
you in the Philippines.
Yeah, we love you.
Careful with your Arby's memes.
Hey, got nobody. Nobody cares about me.
I'm taking my headphones off now.
Tony has left the building.
Hey.
No, he's not very fast. He's still here.